Today we're going to talk about something incredibly serious, disturbing and sadly not new: grooming gangs. We've seen this in Rotherham, Rochdale, Telford, Oxford, and now, as it turns out, London, the capital of the United Kingdom. Well, London might be on the next shameful list. And guess what? The very people that we trust to protect vulnerable children, to sound the alarm when something's wrong, well, they may have turned a blind eye. And yes, we're talking about the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, the Metropolitan Police, and possibly even a network of bureaucrats, advisors and officials who all somehow failed to act when girls as young as 13 were being in hotel rooms. So buckle up, because we're going to dive into the allegations, the contradictions and the spin. Yes, hello, welcome to the channel, it's me Chris Brooks, hope everyone's well today. So a recent investigation cited by GB News, My London and HM Inspectorate reports has uncovered what looks to be a rather damning pattern. From 2016 to 2025 there were at least 6 serious cases involving vulnerable young girls. A 15-year-old girl by multiple men missing for 4 days, a 13-year-old found overnight with 3 adult males in a hotel room, a 17-year-old given alcohol and gang rape, and a victim who says that she was abused over 3 years, repeatedly raped and threatened. We're not talking about isolated incidents. These are clear patterns of group-based exploitation. And yet, for nearly a decade, we were told by those in charge there are no grooming gangs in London. That was the line. That was the official stance from Sadiq Khan and, unbelievably, or not so much, the Met Police Commissioner, Sir Mark Rowley. But now, oops, there are apparently several live investigations underway. So which is it? There were no grooming gangs? Or there were just no consequences for letting them operate? Look at the timeline. In public, Khan said, no reports, no indication of grooming gangs. Meanwhile, social workers were raising alarms. Whistleblowers like Maggie Oliver, who exposed the Rochdale cover-up, says, yes, this is grooming, and yes, this looks like another cover-up. Inspectorate reports had clear signs of group exploitation. And now, finally, the Met is saying that there are several active cases and a very significant number of historic cases under review. Historic. Let that sink in. These aren't new crimes. These are old cases that were apparently shelved, ignored, or swept under the carpet, because acknowledging them would be admitting to their failure, or worse, complicity. Now, you would expect that when something like this serious breaks, the Mayor would apologise, announce resignations, and promise full transparency, right? Nope. What we got instead was a press statement from Khan's team saying, Sadiq is committed to protecting children and has invested 15.6 million in safeguarding. Great, 15 million for what? Outreach workshops? More youth hashtags? Meanwhile, girls are getting drugged and being raped in hotels. That money didn't stop the abuse. It didn't catch the gangs. And it certainly didn't hold anybody to account. So this isn't about funding. This is about willful blindness. But let's be something that any politician can't be. Let's be honest for a moment. Grooming gangs are politically toxic. They touch on issues that nobody wants to talk about. Race, immigration, integration, policing failures. It's a bloody minefield. So instead of confronting it head on, what do the officials do? They downplay, they delay, they deny. That is until it explodes in the press. And then it's all, we take these allegations very seriously. Seriously? So why did you then ignore them for nearly a decade? Know a person by their fruits. So what happens now? Apparently the Home Office have launched an investigation. Operation Beacon Port. A nationwide review of 1,200 historic cases of grooming. Which is good, but it's also staggering. 1,200 cases that were previously closed, now being reopened. Why were they closed in the first place? And who will be held accountable for failing these girls? Because here's the ugly truth. Nobody has resigned, nobody has been sacked, nobody has faced trial. These girls, many of them children, were thrown to the wolves. And now the very people that oversaw that disaster are acting like they're the victims of a media witch hunt. It's pathetic, it's corrupt, and it's unforgivable. If this had happened in any other setting, say a private school or a boarding house, there would be national outrage and instant accountability. Although, do you know what? I'm not so sure that there would be any more. But because this happened in the shadows, and because it involves systemic failure, everyone's pretending that it's too complex to blame anyone. Well, I don't, and I'm pretty sure you don't buy that. If you're the mayor and you ignored evidence, you need to resign. If I had my way, you'd be arrested. If you're the police commissioner and you denied reports, you should be removed. You should lose your pension, and you should also be, in my opinion, arrested if found guilty. And if you're a public servant that buried these cases, then you too should be investigated. And not as a political stunt, but because justice demands it. No more lessons learned, no more PR exercises. Either you believe in protecting children, or you believe in protecting careers. But you can't do both. So what can we do? Share this video, email your MP, demand a public inquiry into the grooming gang cases in London, file a freedom of information request, make them show their work, ask the tough questions loudly. The truth matters and the victims matter. And if the people in power won't protect them, well then we damn well make sure someone does. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Look after yourselves and I will speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.